Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have two lovely ladies here. One's in our apprenticeship program, and I had a beautiful quantum telekinetic hypnosis session with Missy over here.
Amazing, you
It was
guys.
amazing, absolutely. But no, let's jump right in because we're just kind of get right into what we do in our apprenticeship program. Keahe, you were saying the message that you got from Source
hmm
leading up to this.
I usually meditate a good 1 to 2 hours prior. I'm in a deep meditative state, connecting with your energy, connecting with your vibration. So I've been called to speak on fortifying our energy field. So you are such an open vessel. You are a conduit of pure positive energy, and you are receptive and clear, and you are ready to step in to bringing forth your gifts. And in that, there is a level of shielding, right? You're going to be entering into a covenant with the sacred work.
Yeah.
And I kept hearing covenant, just actually for the last few days, honestly. And so I'm like, okay, covenant. And I was being drawn to your auric field, and I was being drawn to the color yellow. I was being drawn to encapsulate you, encapsulate your entire energy body about 30 below your feet to create a practice that will shield you, because you will be working with a lot of energies, a lot of spirits, right? Like we spoke of, what we discovered in your QHHT session, right? You're going to be escorting souls in and out of this realm, right? And with this type of work, right, there is a level of protection that we must practice, right?
Yeah.
All of us, actually. This is actually a message for all of us here today.
Right.
And there's 4 of us here today, right?
Yeah.
And there's 4 directions. And I know in a lot of spiritual practices, they acknowledge the 4 directions, right? The spirits of all 4 directions as we move through portals and as we portal through spirits. And so I'm pulling this in live, okay? So forgive me if it's coming
No,
in
no, no, it's
kind of
beautiful.
jumbled
It's
around.
beautiful.
But
It's beautiful.
shielding, fortifying, and expanding your energy field. This is what spirit wants us to work on today. Okay.
Beautiful. That's very beautiful. So when we pop into the Spiritual Arts Academy, we'll work on some live kind of energy medicine. So I think it's very important to build off of what Keahe said about shielding. So one of the easiest way to shield yourself when you're working with clients is, we have our body and we have our limbs for a reason. One of the easiest way, if you're talking to a client and their energy is getting a little bit, just kind of taking you out of your vibration, you can always just cross your legs. This is shielding. This is the easy shielding, because you're not going to be just like the house. You're not going to be like this in a session, right? You're going to have to subtly shield the energy. We cross our arms. This is a position of protection. We cross our legs. We cross even sometimes I cross my sacral space. I'll put my hands in my laps, because a lot of the times you notice a client and they have like this energy, this and you sense entities, you do want to cross your sacral area, put your arms across your stomach, because a lot of these entities like to feed off of that area. So this is just shielding. This is simple shielding. We can do that with our intentions and just with our arms and with our legs and with our intention. So I did want to say that. So you said shielding. What was the other thing you said, Keahe?
And also to fortifying. So shielding and fortifying kind of go together when we bring in our focus. So we enter into our sessions with an intention. This intention will also be accompanied with our own intention, right? To be as a conduit of pure positive energy flowing through us, right? To allow this work to come through. We're going to focus on, I'm seeing symbols symbols being brought in into the mind's eye, expanding and moving through our chakra systems. When we focus on these symbols, and there's many different sacred symbols, right, that we can choose. And so maybe we can explore that. If anything comes to you, I would like to know that. If there's any particular symbol that is special to you, or a symbol that you've seen or dreamt of or drew, right? It just in your spiritual practices. Perhaps this is unique this is your sacred symbol that you're going to be using and placing in your chakras as we move them through our chakra systems and imagine them expanding out and then moving up and below and all around and fortifying this energy. I believe this is what I'm picking up on. This is our personal shield.
It's very interesting because I like the triangle a lot. You think about all of the pyramids, and everything is in a triangle. It's funny enough because Taya, in your first session with us, your first quantum telekinetic reading, I drew a lot of triangles. A lot of triangles. So to me, that is like a sacred symbol for you. And I just like that as well because what a lot of people don't know is that we live in a vortex. It's an energy, frequency, and vibrational vortex. And it is built like the triangle. That's why all of these pyramids are built like a triangle, because they are trying to emulate this vortex that we are living in. So I like that. And that did pop up in your first session. So yeah.
And as I now focus on the symbol, so taking that triangle symbol, and I'm actually holding it in my third eye right now, the space, my breath instantly got deeper. I had way more coherence in my energy field, right? And then I was drawn to start to spin that triangle to the clockwise. And so I started watching that symbol go clockwise in all of my chakras, moving them from one to the next. And feel what that feels like when you do this practice. And I feel like this is what we're going to do today. You're going to really feel it in your body. And then from that energy, you're going to pull it out and all around you. And this is how we enter into the work, the sacred work that you're going to be doing, right? Where we're bringing in souls. We're bringing them in, welcoming them in, and exiting them too. So this is very sacred work. It needs this level of protection.
Yes.
It really does. Do you have anything you want to say to that right now?
Agree.
Yeah. Okay. This is very cool.
Not exactly.
Okay. Okay. And it's interesting, like I don't even know how we got on these sacred symbols, but as everyone says, we're expanding to 5D consciousness. Well, I think that we're already there. These sacred symbols, they do start around 6-dimensional, and they're like 6 and 7th dimensional. So if you were to think about the astral realms, right, we would be dealing with the 6th dimension and 7th dimension. And even when people say like the different levels of heaven, this would be like level 6 and level 7. This is of a very high caliber when we're dealing with these sacred geometry, right? And that is what I feel that Keahe is picking up on when you are ushering, helping these babies be birthed into this world. We need to bring them in with their sacred geometry, with their codes. So that's another layering that we're adding to your modality. You're going to be bringing them in with their codes. Normally, we have to go through trials and tribulations to find our codes, right? But the children you'll be birthing into this earth experience, they will be coming in with their codes, with their highest vibration already sealed, within them. So that's beautiful.
I see that. It's very, very, very clear. I'm seeing babies upon babies upon babies coming in with their symbols already imprinted on their Merkaba. So I believe this is how they pass through. Yeah. You're escorting them. Wow, this is such a divine time. I don't think this has ever been. I think this technology that you're going to be exercising and offering women, I don't think this has been practiced for eons.
Yeah.
This is like an ancient practice. I mean, I'm seeing like tombs and temples when I try to trace back when the last time we were practicing this craft. All I see is tombs, Tomb Raider, right? Where it's like underground and like stone, like megalithic stone structures.
Yeah, because
So
these babies, these new children that are coming, you guys, this shift is here. And it's interesting. I don't want to scare any of you guys, but some of the other sessions we've been having, quantum hypnosis sessions we've been having, is that people have been given account. Two of our clients gave account of this world ending in 2035 and 2039, and was very actually eerie, because it was very much the kind of the same sort of thing. It was just 4 years apart, right? But it does involve Russia, putting some sort of like plague out, or bomb, or something that contaminates our waters, right? I don't believe that's the end of this earth. This earth will always be here, but I do believe it's the end of this timeline that we've been on, where we are limited in consciousness. We will know, these children from this point on will no longer be birthed into 3D consciousness. They won't. It'll be at least 5D, if not 6D. You're going to be birthing children on this higher dimensional frequency. That's what you're going to be doing. You're not going to be birthing in 3D children at all. At all.
Babies are already so smart. I can't even imagine.
I
cannot even imagine.
We can't imagine, because even like the 8-year-olds, there's children here already with the new technology, but there needs another, like, you know what I mean? But they're born to families that are of the old world, you see? So having these children here now, and then the next round coming through, that's going to be the next activation, right? These children that are here now are not being activated unless they have access to someone like us. You know what I mean? Regular access. Like, they know we're out here. I feel like a signal, you guys. Like, I'm picking up on so many children's signals, and I know they're like little beacons, like they're putting their beacons out, and they're like, they're drawing us in, and you'll know it when you meet them. And you might not even be related to them. You might be related to them, but I know for a fact, it's like I'm picking up on so many beacon young souls that are asking to run into someone like us, So it's already begun. It's already begun, and they're going to get activated with this new that you're bringing in. So,
oh my gosh, so much has been going on. Do you want to tell them some of like
yes. Please tell us, because I wanted to actually hear from you. Yes, Jimmy.
I literally channeled for her that she's going to be bringing like the earth from 3D to 5D from pregnancy and childbirth. I literally said that. I was channeling so much stuff. It was just crazy, and how like humanity is like is getting hijacked by these like higher, like, well, not really like higher dimensional beings, but it's kind of like like these low level entities, but they're a little bit higher, because like we got to step into our power and protect ourselves. But like I was literally getting that and like channeling that, and I was like, she's gonna be the one to protect these babies from that happening.
Okay, so this is how it happened. Like, basically, I have realized that I had went through some trauma when I was a kid. And so that made me think about my daughter, and I realized she had the same trauma. So then I realized that it was generational. And so then I started talking to her about, like, I think I know, who was the person that, committed this trauma against my daughter. And so from there, I started telling her about this person, and she basically was starting to say that this person was hijacked from birth, literally right at birth, and never even had a chance. The reason, and so from there, she was saying that's part of their plan. The spiritual warfare is that babies are being hijacked right as they come in here, and some of them don't even have a chance to even
Oh my
flourish.
God.
Mhm.
Taya,
And
we
that's a
had a
part of what
client,
this is about.
Tell her.
our client today, literally our client right before you, this was her read where she literally
Yeah.
was trying to be held back from coming in. She was 2 weeks late. And then her father was able to do some sort of like ritual and usher her into this world. But then something happened where
Mhm.
the birth certificates, and she'll be on this channel too, something happened where the birth certificates got like, I don't know, switched. And when she finally got her birth certificate
Mhm.
back, it had a different name on it. And we were channeling like dirt, like that whoever did this took her birth certificate, buried it in the ground, right? And it caused her to be on these karmic loops for her entire life. But this entity was attached before her birth. Okay, so these children coming in, they already have entities attached to them. So this is very beautiful that you guys have been channeling that.
Oh my God. You just remember, what did you say, Ray? You said, um, remember you were talking about when a mother has trauma?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
also
yeah.
the father, when they have trauma
Yeah.
and they become pregnant together.
Yeah.
They're basically just passing the trauma, but this trauma is actually an entity as
Yeah.
well. And it
Yep.
gets passed to the baby automatically.
Yep.
Automatically.
Yeah, because it's like feeding off of the mother, and especially the baby, like as the mother is like pregnant and stuff. And like I feel like high vibrational pregnancies can really help, because these low vibrational pregnancies where women are like hurting when they're giving birth and all that, it shouldn't happen.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I agree.
Agreed. And
fully.
you're 1,000% spot on. You my girl. That's my girl.
You are.
She be channeling.
What?
She
It's
be
almost
channeling.
like the painful births, right? Is the fight. It's the fight. It's like I am birthing my child, right? Like
But like a bottle.
because
Yep.
I've had 3 children, right? And the first one, it was like I like went over a bump and she was out. Like there was no pain. You know what I mean? Versus like the next one and the next one. It was like, it was like more of a fight.
Yeah.
And so this is so interesting. Wow.
This is
Wow.
true. This is so true. So I do want to validate you guys, because that's literally what happened to our session. So these
Validate.
entities are absolutely, I want to validate what you said. They are absolutely attached pre-birth. They are absolutely not only attached pre-birth, but based off of this reading we had earlier, and this really resonated with me. Just because you make it in this life, it doesn't mean that entity will let up on that child. You know what I mean? So this is why it's important to have
Right.
this spiritual covering. This is why it's important to be born,
Right.
birthed into this earth, into this 5D minimal, at least experience, right? Because high vibrational pregnancies is going to help detach all of that pre-birth stuff. Because just because the baby is not like living yet, it's still living an experience, even though it's in the spirit realm, and it's battling. It's for sure battling. So how this baby comes into this experience, you are the first person that's going to guide the energy, and you're going to be molding the energy of this baby, not just during the birthing process, but while the mother is pregnant. This baby's going to be able to not come in here with all these traumas. This is very important work.
I see you
Yeah.
placing symbols on them too. I see you placing symbols.
Sacred geometry. Yes.
Yep.
Do you
Yep.
read? Okay, you know how people read charms? You ever seen those people who read charms? They're like little symbols. I see like a box of just charms, but they're symbols. And you're going to be able to know, and this is very interesting, and I'm not really sure if this is just for you, Taya. I'm not sure if this is not just for Gemini too, but you'll know if it resonates with you. But I see you having a collection of different symbols, of different like little tiny like symbols and patterns. And I think you're going to be reading, almost like helping these children with their through these symbols, you're going to be finding out information about their soul chart. And I'm not talking about like how a astrologist reads someone's soul chart. This is like a Akashic soul record, right? This is like an energy signature that's deeply rooted, right? Right through source. I see that you're going to be reading these little symbols, like you're going to have a collection of them. It's going to be able to help when you're in sessions with the mothers. It's going to be able to provide a reading, you know, from that child's soul, directional, to help the
Ooh.
direction of the child.
Ooh. I
Yeah.
just saw bones. I just saw bones. So you reading these charms, it's like this is like an ancient, like your ancestors did this. They read bones.
Bones, yes, I used to read bones as well. Yeah, and it
Can
could
I say
totally be
something really
something
quick?
different.
I
Absolutely.
don't know. I just want to say for some reason I'm getting runes as well. Like, why do I keep getting these symbols of these like runes? I don't know why I keep getting symbols of them. I don't know where it's coming from though. I keep seeing these like rune symbols.
Because this is an ancient practice. So
Mm.
I'm trying to trace back the farthest lineage that practice what you're bringing back online. It was back in those ruins. It was back in that era. That was the last time this practice, this birthing practice is a spiritual practice. And that was the last time it was actually practiced.
Yeah.
In those times where there was ruins.
Sense. That makes sense, the connection there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go into a little bit of light language, like before we hit the Spiritual Arts Academy. I would like to do a little bit of like, you know, like reading for kind of the both of them. Yeah.
I love it. I love it, you guys. Okay. All right. I wish I had like some sound bowls that I could like offer here, but
Next
I don't.
time.
I hear it. I hear it.
Next
I hear
time.
it. And so I'm gonna bring this in. So you girls, let's just relax here. Let's just close your eyes and let's just bring your attention to your breath here. And I want you to take deep inhales. Fill up your chest fully and completely. And I want you to hold that breath up at the top of your crown for 3, 2, and 1. And when you exhale, exhale slowly and controlled, twice as long as your inhales. And as you breathe and focus on this way of breathing, Tahirah and I will go in and clear out your chakras and bring in some messages.
Mureta kiri shute, nireta kire, mureta kishate, nakere ke bateta, matediteta, matere kishete, mureta pata, mureta tata, kirite, kirete shute, kereke, muteta, take, mureta tata, mureta tata, mureta ki mata, mureta ka, ni nata, pureta. Nireshata katakireke mureta tarakaraka barake mureta kireshi terekireke mureta taka. Gemini, you're attached to some Dracula energy. Dracula. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Yeah. I was clearing your throat chakra. They don't want you to speak. Yeah, they don't want you to speak. I mean, I'm saying once you step into your gifts, and I just saw like some Dracula energy, and this is not negative, this is power. This is power. Like you have the ability to see in these unseen realms, and it's so powerful. Like they don't want you to speak. So you're going to need extra protection. You're going to need extra protection.
On your, I see on your heart, you need the practice that we're speaking of, bring it in the sacred geometry and spinning it in a clockwise and having it fill your heart, your chakra. You need to protect and shield your heart chakra. Your heart.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I noticed that it gets so chaotic because it's like open yet closed. It's weird.
Yeah.
There's a heaviness, but it's wide open, and this is not good. We want it to be protected. We want the shield there. So you want to visualize, bring in that sacred geometry If you want to use those triangles or those pyramid shapes or whatever shape that comes to your mind when you have the intention of shielding, wait for it, allow it to pop up, and then bring it down into the heart. Start spinning it and feel for it to open and fill out to protect your field and pull it out all the way. I would go 6 feet. I mean, 36 feet in all directions. Pull this out.
I'm
And
getting
seal it under
this.
your feet.
I'm getting this. So these Dracula, and I just did a quick Google search, it's like Dracula technologies, right? So the first thing that really is resonating is said revolutionizes the way lower power devices are powered by converting ambient light into electricity. Then it says something about specializing in developing prototypes and pre-series to validate innovative concepts, pushing the limits of energy harvesting technology. I almost get the sense that how this pertains to what Tahirah is going to be doing is like these entities, they're absolutely starting to harvest. Even though the baby's not born, the baby is gestating. They're trying to catch a ride to get here, right? So they're trying to pull the energy down of this child, the vibration. But these Dracula technologies is a way that you can kind of reverse engineer that. This was something that will have to be, I'll have to think about this a little bit more, but that is kind of what kind of came through so far. So technology. Yeah.
Cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, that's so crazy. I actually had like a channel message where I was telling like Tahirah that I would be protecting the baby in a bubble while it's in the mother, and like while it's coming out, I'm also protecting the baby. So that way whenever she's ready to do what she needs to do, the baby is at least protected while she's psychically protecting the mother.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
'cause
channeling here.
Dracula energy is very, it's very, you're like far beyond psychic, right? So you can, your technology and it'll be getting stronger too. So that'll be exciting to see and work with.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely you guys' technology seem to fit together. Interesting. Source sends us a lot of pairs. You notice that? Source sends us pairs. Really, we've been training pairs. The next two ladies you'll meet, Angela and Lee, they've been working together doing these quantum telekinetic readings that we do. We train them to do that. And so they're really, really amazing as well. And
I've watched
are you picking it?
Yeah.
Are you picking up what I'm picking up, Tahirah? Do you? Are you?
I think so. You guys are all coming in pairs.
We already know what you're about to say, but go ahead.
No, I actually don't know.
It. I just saw it, you guys. Like, you guys are gonna be doing. I mean, okay. I'm just gonna say what I see. I see you guys doing QTRs. I see you doing quantum telekinetic readings. I see that. I've already seen it. I can't unsee what I saw. Okay, I see what I seen and saw.
Yeah, see what I saw.
Oh my God.
And it's beautiful because we all have our own specialized modalities and technology, right? But these sessions are really, really helpful because a lot of the times when people, energy workers, they burn out because their energy is being just so much energy. But when you have two people in the session, we never burn out. Our energy is, we recharge each other throughout the session. So you can actually do more sessions, right? When you're working by yourself, it's kind of a little bit more draining. Not that it should be draining. That's why you got to learn how to protect your energy, but it's just more fun. We just have more fun together. We really just do.
And we're working with more energies too,
more
right?
energies,
Nowadays, compared to, I remember doing reads back 25 years ago, right?
I'm going to get my charger.
The kind of reads we're doing now, Tahirah, this is like, okay, go get your charger. But girls, like the fact that you already trust each other and you're reading for each other, you're coming in hot. Your technology is synced. So it's easy. The next level is easy,
Oh my gosh, that's
you're
what you
already
meant when you said you and Tahirah our
okay, we have to meet and we have to figure out how we're going to work together. No, we just worked like from day one. Day one, it was like I already started to tune in. We were both entering into the sessions, seeing and feeling the same messages, right? We have two different ways of delivering the messages, which is why I love you know what I mean? 4 years. You have like you create this like healing chamber, you know? And so this is the technology that is needed now. These are the kind of reads that need to be done now. One perspective, you know, it kind of, I don't want to put anybody out down or judge anyone's, you know, the way that they do their, you know, reads and everything, but this is multidimensional. We are tuning into the multidimensional beings, right? Over timelines. So it's a very special time to explore this. And you folks are already, I can feel your energy. I can feel your electrical cords are already tied to each other. So this is exciting.
oh my god,
Did you know you're in the apprenticeship program? Did you know? I think you knew. I think you knew.
oh, you mean her?
Yeah, both of you. I think you both should be doing this together. Don't you feel that?
I knew that's exactly what I knew that you guys were gonna say, because I felt that. Like, I really felt that. Did we not? Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah, we did. That's
Like, we're gonna be the same thing that Keahe is
I already seen it, and it's like both of your hearts, like you half of your heart and half of your heart are like fused together. You guys
Didn't
are
I
like,
say that?
wait, what?
Oh my god, I feel like she's my other half. That's how much.
Yes.
Like, it literally is like
Yes. Your hearts are literally
fused
sewn
together.
together. It's fused together. There's no separation in your heart chambers. There's like one side of your heart, the other side of her heart. It's one heart. And then you have the other half of your own hearts, which is a whole heart, but then it's like 3 hearts. You folks share one and you still have your own, and so you're bringing in, and this is so interesting. So this is why I said you need to protect your heart chakra, your guys' heart chakra, the one that you share together.
Oh my goodness.
You can't even make this up, you guys. You can't even make it up. You can't even make it up.
Can I
This
tell
is
you
what I'm
what's been
talking
happening?
about.
So, okay, so we've started to work on each other. We've started to do work on each other. We've started to make plans to work on our children. And just coming up with rituals and things that we could do to like different ceremonies, because she's like, I basically call her walking magic. Like she's really like magical, right? So she can write a ritual like a prescription basically.
I love that. Can you bring Tahirah up to date on what we just talked about? Because my computer's dying. I have to go get my charger. I'll be right back.
I love that. I love that. You guys are
Big energy. Big energy. Okay, yes. Please tell me.
Okay, so she was saying that Keahe was saying she can see us doing sessions together. Like she sees that. And that is exactly what we were thinking as well. So remember, I was like, I know what you're going to say already. Like, we knew that. But you're just kind of confirming our intuition and things like that, which is good. We love that, right? She also was saying that our heart is fused together. Our heart is fused together. We share a heart chakra, but the other half of our heart is a whole heart. So that's what Keahe was just saying.
Wow.
She said Yeah,
Tahirah,
she said
I
we
see,
share a
I
heart
see
chakra.
like, so the left side of one heart and the left side of the other heart are fused together, but I still see, it's almost like they have 3 parts between them.
Yeah, I
It's
can
not
see
like
that.
they're not like completing each other. No, they're creating a whole another heart chakra.
I
Oh my
actually
God.
see that. I see
Is
that,
that
and
amazing?
yeah, I see a few other things too, but I won't say.
Why? Tell.
Can I say something? I said it feels like we're literally merging, like we're one person, like we're
Yeah.
one whole.
Aw.
Is like, boom.
It's very yin and yang.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on, Keahe?
I have to find an outlet for my charger.
Oh, okay,
Sorry
okay. I
about
was
that.
like,
My
what
computer's
happened?
dying.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Okay.
Are you guys still here? Okay.
Yeah, we're here. Let's see if we can join.
Should we
Please.
jump on the other link now then?
Yeah, we'll jump on the other link and start to do some energy work. So let me send that to you guys. I'm gonna email it to you.
Okay.
The other link,
Okay.
Taya, so you have it, and then just join this link. And if for any reason, if you can't join it, then you just let me know. But I'm gonna send that to you now, okay? And we'll see you
Okay,
there.
I'll see you guys over at the Spiritual Arts Academy link, okay?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. See you soon. Okay.
Bye.